My friends, there is rain on the way tonight. Half an inch of rain is coming in, so I need to set up my tent real quick. My name is Luke, this is the Outdoor Gear Review, and we need to get to it. The tent that I'm using tonight is the Black Orca Iron Wall, and this is for the Hot Tent Challenge. For the heck of it, I might as well set up the Black Orca Wild Haven as well. Why not? Now the setup process with both of these tents is very, very easy, which is an inherent property to a teepee tent. Now to start off, I will set up the Wild Haven. Now it's time to move on to the Iron Wall tent. I apologize for the wind noise, everyone. It is a windy night. The winds are supposed to gust up to 25-30 miles an hour, and it is possible that we may get some thunderstorms tonight. Temperature-wise, it's not bad. It's about 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, when it comes to the Iron Wall, this really is the focus for this test night. With the Wild Haven, this is just a bonus. Now tonight I will stay inside of this one, but I am curious to see how they both perform when it comes to heavy rainfall. Now believe it or not, I am actually hearing thunder. Haha! That is very exciting. So there we have it. That is the Iron Wall, all staked out, ready to go. And then over here, we have the Wild Haven. And yes, it is windy. Woo! I think it's a great night for a cot. Now, when it comes to this tent, I have the vents open all the way around. There's two. Now, I'm going to leave them open, not only for the air, but I need to see if water in this windy sort of night can be blown through those. And if water can be blown through the vents, if rain can be blown through the vents, does closing them fix that issue? That's the information that I need. It is fairly windy out there. Again, 25-30 miles an hour. In the Wild Haven tent, now I did put down a piece of Tyvek on the ground. I staked it out, and that way I could see if there's any sort of leaks, if water drops land on it. We'll check that out in the morning. It is 12 o'clock in the morning. It's raining. Let's see how well this tent performs. Why don't you all go ahead, pause the video now, and predict if this tent is going to leak or not. I'll bring you all back in 30 minutes and I'll show you all how it's doing. Alright everyone, roughly 40 minutes later, still raining very hard actually. So far, so good, no leaks. I'm going to go to bed, see how well it performs off and on throughout the night. I'll bring you all back in the morning. Good night, everybody. Oh gosh. Good morning, everybody. Let me tell you what, it is incredibly damp, incredibly humid in here. It is like a sauna. It's unbelievable how wet and damp it is. It rained super hard last night. The tent did leak a little bit. Luckily, it's only from the stove port, the chimney port. Everything else about this tent is waterproof. It did a really, really good job. The seam tape on the inside is very robust. It's probably some of the thickest that I think I've ever seen. They did a good job. It basically rained throughout the night. It stopped maybe an hour ago, and it looks like it is about to start up again here in just a little bit. When it comes to the setup, it's a very easy process. Between this tent and the Wild Haven, I would say that the Wild Haven is a little bit easier to set up, and that's because the adjustable stakeout points. Now, the good thing is that we can add that feature to this tent, and that will be an alteration that I'm going to make. The way that it is with this tent, the stakeout points are not adjustable, and that can make the setup process a little bit harder. Just a little bit. I mean, it's not a deal breaker by any means, but yeah, overall, easy setup, but it could be better, and we will make it better. No, let's see. When it comes to the vents, I had no issues with water coming in, even when the wind was blowing strongly, so that's good. It is time to select a stove. Make sure to comment down below what stove should we get for the Hot Tent Challenge. There are all sorts of stoves that we can get. We can get them from worldwide. It doesn't matter. It's completely up to you all. I will go through all the comments on this video and the previous Hot Tent Challenge videos. And I will make a list, essentially, of the stoves that you guys have mentioned. And I will make a video for you all to vote on the stove that we are going to use, that I will buy for the Hot Tent Challenge. It is time to check out the Wild Haven to see how it fared. Alright, here comes the rain again. So, this tent did leak. I believe it came from the stove port, the pipe port. There's a puddle of water down here. Looks like it's only in this one spot. Outside of this one spot, everything here looks to be dry. It looks like it performed fairly well. Having leakage from the stove port is pretty common. It's not that big of a deal. For this test night, we got the information that we needed concerning the iron wall. Now we're ready to move on with the next step for the Hot Tent Challenge. So in the comments down below, make sure to share your thoughts, your opinions on which stove that we should buy for that tent. It is time to get it out into a winter storm. We need to purchase our stove first and also make some alterations. We are going to add the guidelines for the stakeout points all the way around. That is a feature that simply needs to be done, so we are going to add that. What do you think about the iron wall from Black Orca, and what do you think about the Wild Haven? Both did perform fairly well, both leaked at the same spot. I'm not surprised. I'm now excited for a winter storm and our Hot Tent Challenge. Everyone, take care, strength and honor. See ya.